Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you guys are all doing well. Thank you ever so much for tuning into this video today. Now, as you can tell by the title, this is going to be like a pantry tour or tutorial video showing a little bit of clips of the process of how I got my pantry from this to this. Now, as you guys know, it's been a while since I uploaded a video, and whenever I do upload videos, they are usually travel vlogs or at home vlogs, vlogs for Christmas period, or just fashion related videos, sit down hauls, bag series, etc. But today I'm coming on this channel with something completely different, and I'm really excited to show you guys what it is. Now, if you guys have been following me on my Instagram home account, which is simply@stylish_home, I will link it in the description box below, then you would have seen a full image of my pantry before and after. Now, I did receive a lot of DMs from so many of you asking me where I got some of my containers from, how I came up with the vision or the idea to organize my pantry and make it look the way it looked. And it actually led to a whole idea of me actually going around to people's homes, obviously following the safety rules for COVID and everything, and helping people to organize their pantries, storage cupboards, storage areas, etc. Now, I am so excited to show you guys this, because I don't know if I've ever mentioned before on my channel, but I am someone that loves organization. I love watching videos that are based on organizing a space or transforming a bad, cluttered space to a clean, beautiful, aesthetically pleasing space. So it was such an exciting process for me. And to be fair, the way I planned it, it didn't go exactly according to plan, but the vision and the end result did exceed what I was expecting to happen in the end. So I'm overly pleased with how my pantry looks. Now, my pantry is a very small pantry. It's not like a huge walk-in pantry. This is not like a magnificent Khloe Kardashian type of walk-in pantry where you've got, you know, shelves on the left, center, right, up, down, whatever. It's a very small pantry based right at the end of my kitchen, but it's big enough to fit everything that I need to store in there. So without further delay, let's get straight into the video and let me show you guys my pantry. Now, first and foremost, I must start off by apologizing in advance for any background noises. I'm filming this video in the evening. I believe it's like 8:30 p.m. right now. So everyone's at home and it's a little bit noisy. Kids are getting ready for bed, etc. So apologies in advance. But the reason why I am filming around this time of the day, or should I say evening or night, is because I don't have the best lighting coming into my kitchen. Although I have a kitchen door that leads to my balcony and a window as well, which takes up like over half of the wall space on that side, I still don't actually get a lot of lighting coming in. So if I was going to film this video during the day, the lighting and the quality would have actually been 10 times worse. So luckily enough, I do have like somewhat bright lights in my kitchen. So I'm just using that to film the video and show you guys. But I'm just going to bring the camera in closer and I'm going to show you guys shelf by shelf, and I'm just going to briefly talk you through and give you guys some useful, like helpful tricks or tips on how to organize your pantry. So I think it will only make sense if we start from the top and work our way down. So as you can see at the top, I've got 2 clear containers which I purchased from John Lewis. It's a collaboration with the Home Edit, which I absolutely love and was a huge help and guidance for me when I was doing my pantry. And this is where I store the snacks. Now, as a mother, I have kids that love snacks. And to be fair, I love snacks too. I'm not going to sit there and lie. I'm not going to act as if I'm one of those that eat my 5 a day every day. Well, I do eat my 5 a day every day, but I also like to sneak a few snacks in there every now and then. So I'm not going to act as if I don't like it. I definitely know where my kids get it from, but I thought it would make sense to put my snacks at the top because I don't want it to be easy access for the kids. Otherwise, obviously, that's what they will reach for all of the time. So whenever they do want a snack, of course, they would ask Sometimes my daughter tries to do a little bit of a Spider-Man, but I always catch her in the act, so it's not, you know, anything that has led to like a dangerous incident or accident or anything like that. But as you can see on the left, I've got the crisps, and on the right, I've got the cookies or biscuits. To be fair, as much as my kids do love snacks, they don't love a huge variety of snacks. They are very selective. So this is the nation's favorite and this home's favorite. So that's why I've got these two, the Walker's Cheese and Onion and the Walker's What's-Its. And then the Oreos, the only ones that we all like is the Oreo double cream. So I've got them stacked up in those bins, and it's just much easier to have them at the top. So not only are they also aesthetically pleasing, but it's just easy to have it there. So whenever the kids want some, I just grab some, give it to them, and then put the remaining back in. Then following from the snack shelf, I've got my cereals and dry foods here, but I've got the cereals at the forefront. And these I purchased from IKEA. They are very cheap and cheerful. They are from the IKEA 365 Plus collection, if that's the right name to label it. And like I said, they're very cheap and cheerful. They are actually amazing containers. I purchased 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. I've got 11 because I've actually got some at the back. And the ones that are at the back are used to store other dry foods such as spaghetti, macaroni, rice, and extra cereals. And then I've actually got one more which is empty. I can show you guys that. I've got one more which is empty here for any spare foods. So all these items will be linked down in the description box below as well, so that you guys can purchase them if you're interested. And what I've done is I've organized them according to, you know, like the group, the category. So you've got all the oats here. I've got the Quaker oats, I've got the organic oats, and then I've got granola here. And to be fair, I'm the only one that reaches for this side anyway. And then you've got the cereals here. Now with the cereals, I didn't specifically label which cereals. So I didn't put like Cocoa Pops or strawberry Cocoa Pops. I don't know if you guys have tasted the strawberry one. It's actually a limited edition, because whenever I do wash them, I don't want to be fixated on, oh, I have to put the strawberry one in the strawberry container. Any cereal, as long as it's clean and the container's washed. So the cereal ones are just labeled cereal, but the oats and the organic oats ones, I don't want to mix those ones. So I've actually labeled those differently, as well as the granola one as well. Now I just want to add another note to the cereal and dried food shelf, because I feel like this one made such a huge difference. I mean, organizing your pantry makes things so much easier whenever you're looking for something, or you need to just grab something quickly. You know where it is, it's got a label, or it's in a clear container so you can see. But the cereal one was just a huge important factor for me, and I feel like that one made all the difference for me. So I will definitely encourage anyone out there that doesn't necessarily want to organize your whole pantry or your whole storage area where you keep your cereals. But what I will say is try and organize the cereals. Try and organize the cereals and put them in containers or storage jars, because it just makes it 10 times easier. So now moving on to the third shelf, this is where I store my daughter's baby foods on one side, and then I have more dried foods on the other side. So this is another, do you know what? I actually can't say this is a favorite shelf. I think they're all my favorite shelves, but there's my favorite shelves in different ways, if that makes any sense. But the reason why I love this one so much is because of this. Guys, seriously, I love this so much. This is such a game changer, and it is definitely worth investing in, because not only can you store foods, baby foods, you can store whatever it is that you want in there. If you are a makeup artist, or if you are a makeup content creator and you have like a ton of brushes or a ton of makeup bottles, they actually have dividers, and that you can also remove as well. So you can actually store things in there, and it just makes it so much easier. So rather than putting your hand all the way to the back and looking for things, you can just spin it round, and then grab whatever it is that you're grabbing. Now, obviously, I'll give you an example. These are actually facing backwards because I just wanted everything to be facing forward. But I know that the red section, for example, is the meats. So this is organic beef casserole. This is spaghetti bolognese. I know that this is where the red meats are. And then I know that this is where the white meat is, so like chicken. And I know that this is where like the fish is, the blue and green area. And I know that, you know, obviously the ones right at the front, I can clearly see what they are. So this is an absolute game changer. And then what I've done is at the back, I've got her cereals, which for me, they're very easy to grab. She's very selective on, or should I say very particular on the type of cereals she likes. So I know what's there. I don't need to grab and look at the label, grab and look at the label. I literally know that, you know, blueberry porridge is on this side, banana porridge is on that side, for example. So that's that. And then moving on to this side, this is where I have the other dried food. So I've got like my flaxseed powder, I've got some raisins, got some brown sugar, and then I've also got an additional 3 of the same jars at the back. This is the smaller version of the IKEA 365 plus storage containers. So this can also be used to store cereal as well. If you're someone that lives on your own, for example, and you don't buy like huge boxes of cereals, I do most of my shopping in Costco, and as you know, Costco shopping comes in bulks. So I needed more containers. But if you live on your own and you buy like those smaller packets of cereal, for example, and you don't need like a longer, taller jar, then you can opt for these ones, which again are very cheap and cheerful as well. So this, absolute game changer. So now moving on to the 4th shelf, I believe, yes, the 4th shelf. I've got another turntable here, but this is a double turntable, and I'll do a separate cutaway where I zoom in so that you guys can see it. And this is where I've decided to store my spices. Now, some people may not agree, but I don't actually have a lot of spices, so I decided to opt for something a bit more smaller, but with double shelving so that I can have the advantage of layering things and having things level as well. So this is also from where I purchased the turntable here. Like I said, I will link everything down in the description box below so that you guys know where to purchase things from. And then on the left hand side here, I've got an additional basket where I store my baby's extras. So this is where like I have her snacks, this is where I've got like her crisps, and you know, I've got bottles of milk here as well, the ones that you can just pour in a bottle and warm up. I've got some yogurt pots in here, I've got some extra like foods in here that didn't make it to the turntable, and then I've just got like some biscuits at the back. So this is like her storage, additional storage basket for like snacks, mainly snacks. And then at the bottom, I've actually got where I keep my tomatoes, my tin tomatoes. So whenever I'm cooking, I just easily remove this, take what I need from there, and then put this back on. And this just works so well. You could actually opt for a single basket where it's much longer, much taller, but I decided to get 2 because I didn't want to store the tomatoes with Jemima's foods as well. So this is absolutely lovely. And what I like about this is this area is so huge. I think this is the biggest shelf when I measured it. This is the biggest shelf space. So it was very important for me to have containers or storage boxes here where I could layer things. So I've got the double here and I've got the double there. And for me, this is so aesthetically pleasing. So I absolutely love this. Okay, I'm actually bending down now because we've reached the last 2 bottom shelves. So I'll start off with this one. So this is my final turntable, and this is, I believe it's a 9-inch turntable, so it's very small. And this is where I keep like condiments and essential cooking oils that I use on a daily basis. This, again, absolute game changer. Guys, I cannot emphasize enough on how important it is for you to invest in a turntable. Like I said, it's for multifunctional use, so you don't have to necessarily use it for food. You can use it to store other things around the home, but it's just so much easier because whenever you need something and you don't want to reach your hand all the way to the back and grab something or knock things over, you can just easily twist it around and grab whatever it is that you need to grab. And they are so sturdy as well, so they're not wobbly, so it doesn't matter how heavy the items are, you don't have to worry about it falling down and stuff like that. So like I said, this is where I store my condiments. So I've got my favorite hot sauce here from Dunn's River. I've got some Maggi sauce, which I don't actually use, because if you guys have been watching my videos, if you're a regular here on my channel, you would have heard me say over the Christmas period that I've stopped using Maggi. I actually use like these organic stock cubes from Planet Organic and Sainsbury's to like season my food. So I've got this there in case I do have any guests come round, when it's safe to have people around who like a bit of Maggi sauce on their food, they could just use that. Then I've got some mustard, and then I've got like other condiments such as my organic olive oil, vinegar, avocado oil, barbecue sauce, salad cream, mayonnaise, etc. And this, like I said, it's a game changer, so it's definitely worth the investment. And then over on this side, I've got very similar containers to the ones at the top where I store the snacks, but this one is actually an open one, so it's easy to just pop your hand in and grab things. Now, the reason why I decided to opt for the cans being in this one is because, like I said, it's easy to grab, whereas if I had put like the crisps and stuff in, it would actually fall forward and fall out. So this is where I keep my organic tomato paste, and then at the back I've just got like some extra stock cubes there, which I always grab when I'm cooking. And then at the bottom, again, as you guys can see, this is where I store canned foods such as my Heinz tomato, what's it called, baked beans. I was about to say Heinz tomato ketchup baked beans. So again, another well organized shelf, which I'm extremely pleased with. And then last but by no means least, sorry guys, I can't lie on the floor now, so I'm just gonna pop myself out of the camera screen. This is where I keep extra storage things, so things that you know, didn't necessarily make it to this area, or things that I don't use a lot, or things that I don't necessarily want on show. I just keep them in these containers here. So on the right hand side, I've got extra like Dolmio sauce, I've got, you know, spices, more crisps, tuna, salt, parsley, vinegar, syrup, etc. And then the one on the left, I specifically made this one for cereals, so I've got all the extra cereals in here, and it just makes it again much easier for me to stock up or refill the containers once the cereals are done. So that's pretty much it for the last shelf. Not much to say. The containers, the baskets here are the same as the ones that I showed you guys on the third shelf, where I keep my baby daughter's food and my tinned tomatoes. Okay, so before I conclude this video, I just want to briefly tell you guys where I got each and every single container or basket from. And then again, like I said, everything will be linked down in the description box below so that you guys can check it out. So starting from the top, the 2 storage containers are from John Lewis, as I mentioned before. It is the collaboration with the Home Edit. And then moving on to the second shelf where the cereals are, those containers are all from IKEA, the 365 Plus collection. Then moving on to the third shelf, the turntable is from John Lewis, the Home Edit again. The other smaller dried food containers are from IKEA 365 Plus. And then moving on to the fourth shelf here, these containers, or should I say baskets, are from Curva UK. I bought these from Tesco's. I apologize. I bought these from Tesco's, and they are so affordable. I believe these are like £2 or £3 each or something like that. So very affordable. And then the double turntable, or is it? I think there's another name for it. I think it's called a Lazy Susan. I don't know what the difference is actually. There's a Lazy Susan, there's a turntable, but anyway, the one where I keep the spices is from John Lewis, again, the home edit. The spice jars are from Amazon, so again, there'll be links down in the description box below. And then I'll just move the camera forward a bit so that I can show you guys the last two bottom shelves. Again, this one, turntable, and the open containers are from the home edit, John Lewis. And then finally, the baskets right at the bottom are from Curver. Again, I purchased those from Tesco. So that's it for this video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys found it useful. I hope you found it aesthetically pleasing as much as I do. If you guys are obsessed with organization and transforming spaces, let me know down in the comments below. Let me know that I'm not the only one. I know for sure I'm not the only one. But again, everything will be linked down in the description box below. What I'm going to be doing, hopefully with permission, is uploading more before and after pictures on my Instagram homepage. So make sure you are following me at simpleyetstylish_home. It will be linked down in the description box below, because I'm so excited to transform more and more storage spaces for people who may not necessarily have the time, or they don't know what to do and they might need a bit of guidance on that. So make sure you guys do subscribe to my channel, because I do have more videos coming up soon, which will include home organization videos as well. So make sure you hit the subscribe button. Make sure you hit the bell notification as well, so that you don't miss out whenever I do upload a video. Make sure you share it with your family and friends. And thank you ever so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.